Good evening. Today is still Thursday, April 25th, 2024, and I am back again with my last episode, and I promise you this is the last, because I'm going to go lay down. I'm sleepy. Just finished hanging out with my son for his birthday, and now I got to go to bed and get ready for work, and we're having his birthday party Saturday. So I got to prepare for that, make sure I have energy and what have you. So thank y'all for tuning in again. I appreciate you for all your support. As always, I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for everything. I consider myself, I'm trying to get to the point to where I will be classified as a high value man, right? Not just financially. You got to have that too. That's number one. I want to be financially stable, financially secure, financially abundant. As in, I got plenty of money. That's what I'm trying to get, right? But also, a high value man, he has to be mature. He has to be disciplined. He has to have knowledge and understanding and wisdom. He must have self-control, especially in his sexual life, his dating life. He must have self-control, or he's not going to be a high-value man for long. He will eventually destroy himself for choices that he's made, bad decisions, because he didn't act out of discipline, knowledge, wisdom, or understanding. He became high value in one area, which is financially, but he didn't become high value in other areas, which is his mental, his discipline, his maturity. He was still operating at a low value frequency. He got his money up, he got his status up, but that's all he leveled up on. He didn't level up on maturity with that, wisdom with that, knowledge with that, and understanding. So therefore, he's headed back real soon to being low value, unless he elevates those other areas. You got to have balance. In everything you do, you got to have balance. You can't be too much or too little of nothing. It's got to be a balance for everything to work right. So that's why I'm coming to y'all, aspiring men that are already high value men and not going by this lifestyle that I'm about to bring y'all, or if you're thriving and on your way to being a high value man, you need to know this. If you're there, you need to know this in order to stay there. If you're on your way there, you need to know this to help you get there and stay there. We as men, most men, I'm talking about most men, straight heterosexual men, whether we're married or single, we love women. Even though women don't think we do, we love women. We just, high value men, mature, masculine men, not putting up with the BS that a lot of women are bringing nowadays. So that would make some women think that men hate women. They think I hate women, or they call me gay or what have you. I don't care about that, but it's all about I'm just not putting up with the BS, right? I don't have to, shouldn't have to, and I don't have to. So, as a high value man or an aspiring high value man, I suggest, I pretty much order you to. We love women. If you're married, or if you're single, or in a relationship, or if you're single. It applies even if you're single. A high value man should only deal with one woman at a time. And if you one of them guys don't have no time, don't want to be bothered with women at all, no women. I'm not just saying relationship wise. Well, big boy, why I can't, have a one woman? I'm single, ain't in no relationship. I can have many women that I want. Yeah, a low value man can. A man who ain't got nothing to lose can. Remember, this video is directed toward high value men and men that are striving to be high value men. This video is for them. Let's get that understood. So if you're a guy who ain't trying to make it nowhere, ain't trying to have, now you okay with getting by, getting your little check on Friday, going to the cleaner, getting your jeans that you put in there, getting them heavy starch, so they had a hard crease in them. If you that guy that's content with that, going by there getting your jeans at the cleaner, then your little outfit, head to the local shindig Friday night, spend your $30 on something to drink or whatever, get drunk and go home and get ready for work Monday morning. If that's your life, knock yourself out. But I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to high value men that are already high value, or you are thriving to be high value. But you're only high value financially. Without these other characteristics and disciplines, you won't be financially high value for long, I promise you. As the saying goes, a fool and his money soon depart. Now, if you listen to other content creators, they ain't calling nobody out by name. People do what they do. You know what I'm saying? I don't tell nobody what to talk about. Just like I ain't gonna let nobody tell me what to talk about. And I ain't getting in no beef with nobody. I ain't calling nobody out by their name. Ain't calling out nobody's channel. I don't do that. You keep a man's name out your mouth. Unless they coming at you. So ain't nobody coming for me that I know of, so I ain't coming for nobody. I ain't, and even if you was coming for me, as long as you ain't in my vicinity finna do something to me, I still ain't coming for you. You got beef with me, you might well go put that on the barbecue grill. Because you beefing by yourself if you beefing with me. So, a high value man should only have one woman or no woman at all. If you're at a point to where you don't want no relationship, no marriage or whatever, you ain't got time for a woman or what have you, then no woman at all. Even if you're single and you're high value. Hey, what? I'm single, man. I'm not married, I'm in no relationship, I ain't got no kids. And these women, you know what I'm saying, I got myself together, I got me a Lambo, you know what I'm saying, I got me a Rolls Royce drop top, I got me a big crib on the beach, I got blah, 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 and I worked hard, got myself together. I mean, I'm ready to have a little fun, Big Ward. And these women be coming at me hard, Big Ward. I'm single, I ain't cheating on nobody. Why I can't have multiple women? Like some of the content creators on YouTube say you're supposed to do. You're supposed to have your rotation. You're supposed to have more than one woman, you know what I'm saying? No relationship, no marriage, and 5 girls, 7 girls, how many girl rotation you got? Got a different girl for each day of the week, or a couple of days, a couple of girls in the same day. However they explain it to y'all. I'm the only one you're going to hear say it this way. You should have only one or none at all. Even if you're single. Because you got too much to lose. If you are the type of man that I'm striving to be, if you're already there or you heading there, you got too much to lose. You are a target. You may not see yourself like that, but you are a target. All you gotta do is open your eyes, watch the news, watch TV, any blog, any post, what have you. You see men with money being accused of all types of stuff every day by women. Maybe some of the men may have done it, but I think most of them didn't. I think it's a money grab. That's why I say deal with one. If you high value, One woman at a time or no women at all. Don't be out here playing the field if you got yourself together financially. You cannot, to get to the top where I'm trying to go, you got to make sacrifices. You got to have discipline. You got to be willing to do stuff that the people at the bottom are not willing to do. You have to be willing to give up things that the people at the bottom are not willing to do. That's why they're at the bottom and they're going to stay at the bottom. And they might be okay with being at the bottom because they say, I'm not giving up that. I'm not going to let that go. I enjoy this. I enjoy that. To get to the top, you don't have that same luxury. You have to sometimes let go of something to get something. Say like rappers, Jay-Z and all them boys like that. They got all the fame and money, but they had to give up their ability to just walk in the mall and not be bothered. Now he can't just go walk through a grocery store as Jay-Z. No security, none of that. He just out shopping with his family by himself, don't want to be bothered nobody. He had to give up that. He had to accept, okay, I want this over here, this lifestyle, this fame, this money, but in order for me to have that, I'm going to have to give up being able to go to the grocery store or to the mall like normal people and not be swamped, harassed, somebody trying to make you do something to them so they can sue you. You got to give up some things sometimes in order to gain some things. So in order to be a high value man or to become a high value man and stay one, you got to cut the women off and only deal with one at a time. And that one, you slowly deal with her, get to know her, see where she coming from, see what she talking about, whether she got money or not ain't the issue. We searching for character when we deal with a woman. You cannot have 5, 6, 7, however many women at one time and not get caught up in no trap. As a rich man, as a wealthy man, as an abundant man, as a high value man. You cannot be in your position and not get caught up if you're dealing with a bunch of women. Something gonna happen. Somebody gonna go file a suit against you, claim, say you did this, say you did. You are a target. You'll be surprised at what people are willing to do to get your money without having to work for it. Without having to put in the work you had to put in to get it. They rather just, he raped me. He assaulted me. Not saying it don't happen, but I find it ironic that when women go file these claims against men, I ain't seen one yet that want them to go to jail. They always want to just go to civil court to get some money. Never want, if my daughter got something done to her by some creep, I want him under the ground or in the cell for the rest of his life and the money. I know that these women only go for the money because the civil trial, you ain't got to really prove nothing compared to the criminal trial. And they know in the criminal trial, they ain't gonna be able to prove it. So they don't even press charges with the law or nothing like that. Like how they used to do back in the day when a man do that to a woman, they went press charges. And he ended up in prison. They don't do that. They don't do that with a rich man. I wonder why. You were very, if at all, you'll never catch a woman bringing false sexual harassment, sexual whatever against a broke man. If she said a broke man did something to her, he did it. But you'll never see a woman making false claims against a broke man when it comes to that. If he ain't got nothing for her to gain out of it. When a woman say that about a broke man, she mean it. She for real. Ain't no lying. She ain't nothing. He ain't got nothing. The majority of false harassment and whatever you have it charges are against wealthy, well-to-do men by women they kicked it with, hung out with for a few times or whatever, thought they can trust, didn't think nothing of it. We just kicking it. She feeling me, I'm feeling her. We vibing off each other. You think it's all good. Y'all do the do. 5 years later, she filing a suit against you. Talking about when y'all went to the Rolling Loud 2 concert or something like that, you did something to her. And you be like, I did what? We was kicking it. She was feeling me, I'm feeling her. I ain't do that to her. But court of public opinion, you guilty. First of all, because the majority of people hating off you anyway, they want to see you fall. So they going to want to believe you did something like that so you can fall off because they're hating on you anyway. They don't care if you did it or not. You guilty. The majority of the world are some haters anyway. So, to avoid those problems, to avoid those issues, if you planning on or if you're already a high value man, you got to give up something. You can't have, and you see these boys doing it anyway, these millionaire, these rich boys, they be having them nasty parties and groupies and all these different women. You see what happened to them when they do that. They all do it. Passing around the same women. And what the women go and do? File charges and make claims and accusations against men that ain't got to take none from no woman because they got women throwing it at them. You still have a woman that had a nerve to go file them type of charges against a man who getting the stuff thrown at him on a daily basis. See, average men ain't going through that. Regular men ain't going through thousands of women screaming for you. We don't go through that. To understand that them guys ain't got to take none. I'm very skeptical when I hear a woman say a multi-millionaire superstar, what have you, took it. This is not a knock against all women. But whenever it's a rich guy getting accused of that, I always look with the side eye. Unless she taking him to trial. Like, press charges, criminal. If she ain't doing that, I don't give him no weight. It's a money grab, even if it ain't. That's why I'm telling y'all, high value men, or future high value men, only date, contrary to what the other content creators say, one woman at a time. So you will be with somebody that you know, you done dealt with her, you done got to know her over a period of time, because you ain't gonna get to know nobody in a couple of weeks. Even if you ain't in a relationship, still have look, baby, I'm in a relationship. I don't want to be in a relationship. I'm letting you know ahead of time right now. But if you be my friend, I will take care of you for as long as I live. If you just be, we do our thing and friends and hang out, whatever, but no relationship. If you okay with that, I got you. And I'm going to deal with just you. I don't want a relationship. Or if you're in a relationship or married as a high value man, don't cheat. Deal with that one woman only, your wife or your girlfriend. That's it. Do not have a side piece, mistress, none of that. I know that goes against tradition for rich men, wealthy men, well-to-do men. I know that's against tradition. But we live in a different time now. You can't afford to do that. Now, more than ever, is the best time to be a faithful man. We ain't tripping on what your woman doing. She ain't got nothing to lose no way, too tough. Big boy, it ain't gonna be faithful, no, and she could be out here cheating. You find out she cheating, get rid of her. This ain't about the relationship no more. It's about your assets. You not losing everything you got on a humbug. So it don't matter if she out here tossing it up. If you find out she is, get rid of her. But you gonna stay faithful. Not to her, but to your success. Be faithful to your success. Be faithful in doing whatever it takes to keep you from falling off. Being taken down. Being a target. That's what you're being faithful to. You're not being faithful to that woman. You been dealing with one woman, it ain't to benefit her. You being faithful to your wife or girlfriend, it ain't to benefit her. You doing it to benefit you. Because you don't want to pay the consequences that come along with having a bunch of these crazy, psychotic, no good, plotting, scheming women nowadays. You don't want a bunch of devils around you, male or female, but we just talking about dating and women right now. High value men, one woman at a time, and make sure and put some time in with that one woman to get to know her. Stop just laying around with any damn body that want to give it to you. You don't know what they got on their mind, what their motive. You have to become extra paranoid, extra careful, extra cautious the higher you go in life. Or you're going to end up back at that bottom if you don't. You give up the right to deal with multiple women with no consequence other than you might get them pregnant or catch something. But when you come up in the world financially, now you got to deal with the plotters, the scammers, the schemers, the jackers, women setting you up to get robbed, anything. If you're going to deal with a woman, you need to know her thoroughly to let her in your circle. You cannot just at your show, like a lot of these do, how all them women backstage the groupies. You can't do that no more. You can't do that. Cut them off. Focus on your business, getting your money, securing your future, not the women. Are you in for a world of trouble if you can't do that? One woman at a time, high value man. And it's not for her, it's for you. It benefits you to not have all that chaos and confusion that come along with a bunch of women in your life. You want peace when you get your money. You don't want to get to the top, become successful, to be in a world of chaos. You want peace. And you cannot have peace juggling a bunch of women. Even if you ain't in a relationship with them, even if you calling yourself the one night stand, you don't want to hear from them no more. Them be the main ones. Y'all, she gave it to you. Look at Kobe Bryant when he was living in Colorado where we was. That man ain't take that. She probably was pressing all up on that man. She already had plans. He wasn't even thinking, oh, she's infatuated by my stardom. Yeah, she was. And you see what happened. We can't do that. If you want to be at the top, you got to give away bottom thinking. You got to get rid of bottom thinking. You got to have top thinking. If you get to the top, but still thinking like at the bottom, you're going back to the bottom. Get your mind right, everything else will follow. Get it, got it, good. Bye.